What if I told you 2026 is about to deliver the craziest science fiction movies we have seen in years? We are talking monsters from beyond the DMZ, a virus that kills the wealthy, entire neighborhoods swallowed by impossible dimensions, and the most terrifying comic book villain ever put on screen. These are not sequels playing it safe. These are bold, bizarre, and completely unpredictable. Today we are counting down 12 of the wildest sci-fi movies arriving in 2026. Make sure you are subscribed, and let us get into number 12.
Anybody else see that weird light last night?
What weird light?
The wind was blowing all crazy. Starbright would freak out and barking.
Could have been lights from a helicopter.
Or a UFO. Aliens.
Number 12. The End of Oak Street, 2026. One ordinary morning on a quiet suburban street, and then everything changes. A mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street completely out of its neighborhood and transports the entire block to somewhere unknown. The Platt family wakes up to find that the world they knew is gone, replaced by something prehistoric, dangerous, and completely unrecognizable. And Hathaway and Ewan McGregor play the parents fighting to keep their family alive in a world that makes no sense. Directed by David Robert Mitchell, the man behind It Follows, and produced by J.J. Abrams. Filmed for IMAX and hitting theaters August 14th, 2026.
The world is giving it away. If you can find some poor bastards who'll take it off your hands.
Oh my God!
He's contaminated!
Get him off the plane! People are dying. Will line their pockets.
Number 11. Rich Floob 2026. What if having money was literally a death sentence? A cryptic disease suddenly begins killing the wealthiest people on Earth. Billionaires dropping dead without warning for no reason other than the size of their bank account. Then the virus moves down the ladder. Anyone with significant wealth becomes a target. Society collapses overnight as people scramble to give away their money just to survive. Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Rafe Spall lead this brilliantly twisted sci-fi satire that turns the global wealth gap into something genuinely terrifying. One of the most original concepts of the entire year.
In the cloud, they were moving. I think she must have ruptured her eardrum.
You're bleeding too.
What is wrong with your eye?
Number 10. Black Box 2026. Vero Airlines Flight 298 from New Orleans to Seattle starts as a completely routine domestic flight. Then passengers notice strange lights outside the windows. Then the bleeding starts, from their ears, from their eyes. Then reality itself begins to break down. Directed by Stephen Quayle, the man behind Final Destination 5, Black Box is a supernatural alien horror thriller set entirely on a passenger plane at 30,000 feet with nowhere to run and no way out. Tom Brittney leads a strong ensemble cast in a film that blurs the line between nightmare and reality. Landing on digital July 7th, 2026. Number 9. Clayface 2026. DC's most unsettling villain is finally getting his own film, and it is nothing like any superhero movie you have ever seen. Tom Rhys-Harries plays Matt Hagen, a rising Hollywood actor whose face is horrifically disfigured by a Gotham City gangster. Desperate for a cure, he turns to a fringe scientist, and what she gives him transforms his entire body into living clay. Written by Mike Flanagan, the mind behind The Haunting of Hill House, and directed by James Watkins. Naomi Ackie, Eddie Marsan, and Max Minghella also star. This is DC going somewhere genuinely dark and original. In theaters October 23rd, 2026. Number 8. Hope 2026. From the director of The Wailing comes one of the most talked about films to premiere at Cannes 2026. In a remote village near the Korean DMZ, a police chief responds to reports of a tiger appearing in the area. What he finds is something far more terrifying. An invisible, relentless creature tearing the village apart. Michael Fassbender, Alicia Vikander, Jung Ho Yun, and Hwang Young-min lead an extraordinary international cast in a film that mixes Cloverfield-level dread with one of the greatest monster reveals in recent cinema history. Already generating serious awards buzz. Do not miss this one. Number 7. Colony 2026. The director of Train to Busan is back, and he brought the infected with him. Colony comes from Yun Sang-ho, the man who redefined zombie cinema with Train to Busan and Peninsula. An unknown outbreak has quarantined an entire building full of survivors, and the infected inside are not just dangerous. They are evolving. Jun Ji-hyun, Ji Chong-wook, and Koo Kyo-hwan lead in what promises to be the most intense Korean genre film since Train to Busan itself. If you know what Yun Sang-ho is capable of, you already know this one is going to be extraordinary. Number 6. Resident Evil 2026. The most iconic survival horror franchise in video game history is getting the reboot it always deserved. Barbarian director Zach Kreger is bringing Resident Evil back to its survival horror roots, stripping away the action spectacle of the previous films and going back to what made the games terrifying in the first place. Paul Walterhauser, Austin Abrams, and Zach Cherry star in what early descriptions suggest is the closest any film has ever come to capturing the pure dread of the original games. In theaters September 18th, 2026. Number 5. Starbright 2026. On the night of a solar eclipse, a star falls from the sky and lands on a weathered farm at the edge of a fading small town. A young woman named Aisling discovers the fallen star has taken human form, and must protect it from dark forces determined to exploit its power. John Rhys-Davies, Diego Boneta, and Alexandra Dowling star in this heartfelt modern fable that blends fantasy, action, and romance into something genuinely magical. A surprising gem that deserves far more attention than it is getting.
He's taken everything from me.
Number 4. Redux Redux 2026. A grieving mother discovers a way to travel through parallel universes, and uses it to hunt down and kill her daughter's murderer over and over again across countless alternate dimensions. Irene Kelly, played by Michaela McManus, opens the film watching a man burn to death tied to a chair. We quickly learn this is not the first time, and it will not be the last. But as she grows addicted to the revenge streak, her humanity begins to slip away completely.
I really hope it was worth it.
Are you suggesting a test subject? Hey! Recover the tech.
Have a nice death, Jack.
Number 3. The Dresden Sun 2026. A sci-fi heist film that plays by absolutely nobody else's rules. Christina Ricci plays Dr. Dresden Corliss, a brilliant mercenary who takes on an inside job to steal a mysterious object called the Sphere from the powerful Perder Corporation. But the heist goes catastrophically wrong, and she finds herself caught between deadly corporate rivals and a psychopathic military contractor who will stop at nothing to eliminate her. Sharp, original, and packed with twists. Released February 6th, 2026.
The world is a broken world. It has you in it.
Number 2. Worldbreaker 2026. A battle-scarred veteran father, a monster-killing mother, and a young girl named Willa caught in the middle of a world that is falling apart around her. Luke Evans and Mila Jovovich play the parents in this dark, intense sci-fi action film directed by Brad Anderson, the director of The Machinist. When the world begins to fracture under forces beyond human understanding, this unlikely family must fight through chaos and impossible odds just to stay together. Available on demand now. A raw and emotionally powerful film that hits harder than its modest release suggests.
Do this, there's no one doing it.
Number 1. Disclosure Day 2026. Steven Spielberg. Emily Blunt. A UFO thriller so deliberately mysterious that almost nothing has been revealed about it. And that silence itself is deafening. Disclosure Day marks the legendary director's return to the science fiction genre that defined his career. The world of Close Encounters, E.T., and War of the Worlds. Emily Blunt leads a cast that includes Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, and Coleman Domingo in a story about first contact that early screenings suggest is something truly extraordinary. A John Williams score ties it all together. When Spielberg goes back to the genre that made him a legend. You Show Up. In theaters June 12, 2026. But now I want to hear from you. Which one of these has you most excited? Or did I miss a 2026 sci-fi film that belongs on this list? Drop your picks in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a recommendation like this.